we're going to use trigonometry to solve a story problem with some cute little sheep here. So the average monthly temperature in New Zealand is modeled by the function t equals 4 cosine pi of x divided by 6 plus 14, because we do need that kind of midline temperature. Kind of, if you remember from past examples, it's close to the median, it's close to the mean, but it's not exactly there. But it gives us an idea of where the temperature kind of is throughout the year, where T is the temperature in degrees Celsius and X is the month. With the beginning of January being month 1, in what months will the average temperature be less than the 15 degrees Celsius? When are those poor little sheep going to be kind of cold? Because remember, Celsius 0 is freezing. So determine this. Let's see. The months during which the temperature is less than 15 degrees Celsius. So we need to find the value of x that makes the value of the function less than 15 degrees. So let's start by considering the period of a function. We have 12 months. So you can recall to find the period of the function that cosine, and we're going to use cosine b of x, by dividing 2 by b. In this example, we're going to do b equals 2 pi divided by 12 months. 2 divided by 12, this could simplify 2 pi over 6. So my period is going to be pi over 6, or basically every 12 months. Okay, so now we're going to solve. So New Zealand is in the southern hemisphere. So bringing that into account, because the southern hemisphere is in summer when we hit January, and winter when we hit June. That means June will probably be the coldest, not necessarily. I mean, if you think about where we are, we get pretty cold in January, but we're going to say June or July is going to be probably the coldest. And then we warm back up because, again, southern hemisphere, you're at your peak. We're also up 15. I did not draw that in. I was just trying to think of hot and cold. So this is just a quick drawing to give me reference of what we're looking at. So January hot, December hot, June, July cold. All right. So I'm going to use a cosine to model this. Do I have to use a cosine? No. Can I use a sine with a phase shift? Yes. Do I want to find the phase shift, or do I just want to use a cosine? I'm going to take the easier route. I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to use cosine because this does model a cosine function. Plus, I think they gave it to us. They said that t equals. So t equals, they did give us the cosine. That's why we're using the cosine. I know multiple times I say that we are using sine, but we're just going to use a cosine because this, again, models a cosine, and I really don't want to play with the phase shift. So looking at this, we're looking for when the temperature is below 15. So first I'm going to look to see when the temperature is actually 15. Let's say this is my midnight at 15. And I want to see when the temperature is actually 15. And then we can figure out, again, because we'll have 2 spots where it hits in my period, and those spots are going to be below. All right, so this is 4 cosine pi over 6x plus 14. I'm going to subtract the 14. That says 114. I didn't mean to write 114. And we're going to subtract the 14 from both sides. 15 minus 14 is 1 equals 4 cosine pi over 6x. Divide by 4, we get 1/4 equals cosine pi over 6x. All right, so I'm at a point where I can't do much more because I'm trying to find something that's within a function. I'm trying to find this x within this function. So to undo the function, I'm going to take the inverse of both sides. So now what we're looking at is the inverse cosine of 1/4 is equal to pi 6 x. Cleaning this up, getting x by itself, we have 6 inverse cosine of 1/4 divided by pi will equal x. And in this point, I would have to use a calculator. I personally don't know what angle would give me pi over 4. So I'm going to use a calculator for this. And what I get is x is approximately 2.5. Well, this tells me that x is approximately 2.5, but what does that really mean? What was x? Well, x was in months. So at approximately 2.5 months, we hit 15. So again, this is my midline. Let's say that this right here, that's not a nice line. I have a tool. I always pretend to try to use it, but I don't. This is my x because we do increase it. And I know within 2.5 months, so that's about what, February, middle of March, beginning of, like middle of February, because this is December, 2.5, yeah, it would be middle of February, we would see it here. And then again over here on this edge, so we're 2.5 months from the 12th month. And so again, we're looking at approximately 12, 11, 10, and then a half would be 9. So 9.5 months here. So at month 2.5 and month 9.5, we hit 15. Now we want to know when the temperature was less than 15. So I would say, I'm going to delete all this. Oh, I did not mean to delete the sheep, but they are gone. I'd say that somewhere between mid-February to, let's see, 9 is September, mid-September. Temperatures would fall below 15 degrees Celsius. Again, this is true because New Zealand is in the southern hemisphere, and with that being in the southern hemisphere, you're going to be looking at your summer months to be your winter months there. All right, guys, so we are done with this example. If you have any comments or questions, always feel free to ask, and I will catch you in the next video.